on board
Long
with the
story short.
796. Stewie's racing against the 777 out in front of him. And I think we're lining up for a pass here pretty quick. Obviously has some pretty solid pace. I've seen a few little wiggles out of the 777. So I think Stewie's just going to capitalize on that.
Ooh, big move here. Ooh, Stewie making a move here on face box in the 777.
Big attempt there, big attempt.
Yeah, Mark Whitford and Benjamin Heilman have raced several championships together. These are two competitors that know each other very well, I would argue. I was just thinking, as you were talking, boys, about, I was like, I wonder how many championships they've raced together, and 3 or 4 of them that I'm aware of just in RCI, and that's not even counting abroad like they're doing now here at CHSR. So they know each other pretty well, and they've have had some battles together. But like 777 didn't quite get the run out of Radion that they would have won, and down the Kimmel straight now to the outside defensive move by the 777. Stewie going around the outside. If he can hold it, he might have the position, but he is going to stay just there, but he's going to get clear of the 777. An excellent defense by Mark Whitford, you have to say, making Stewie absolutely go for it down the inside now. It's crossed him up into the tight hairpin, hanging tough on the outside. No contact yet, as both drivers showing each other a massive amount of respect. Running all the way to the runoff room. They're still side by side. Stewie at this point will be getting a little bit anxious to get around, has to back off early, slip down into the corners of the 777, and once again, defense successful for the 777. I don't give a crap who you are. That's exciting. What is our focus right now is battle between 777 and the 796, two competitors that know each other quite well. And one thing I will say about Whitford is, and I'm sure always going to overcook it here a little bit, is Stewie. He has to try that, folks. He doesn't have a choice. He has to give it the biggest send he can without throwing himself off the track. Nearly had it done there. If he would have had the grip, he might have stood a chance. Didn't have the grip. Went off the track, over the curb. And incident.
Oh, crap.
I didn't talk crap. I just said that you know, somebody asked if there were female drivers, and I said, yeah, Mike Jones. we're watching the fight for 4th place overall, and well, it's also 4th in class. Stewie in the 769 trying to overtake the 777. Seb Bernier in chat says, don't count on Mark Whitford making a mistake. Mark Whitford, of course, is Fez Fox. I can attest to that. Mark Whitford is not going to make a mistake. Stewie knows that. These two have a great history of racing each other, and now getting a bit more desperate is Stewie. Stewie getting a little bit more desperate. I'm ignoring Mike Jones at this point.
Art's answering you, by the way.
Side of a hairpin and not quite getting it done. Still nose to tail. Excellent racing, like Cam said, between these two. Very respectful, but also very, very hard.
This has been some tight technical racing from Stewie in the 796 Porsche. Trying to get ahead of the 777, but he is not going to do it a second sooner than he thinks is safe.
He's racing smart. I mean, that's how they've all been doing. I feel like that's the doctrine that they've all been using. It's a long road race. They've had 2 races under their belts at this point in CHSR. They kind of got a feel for the drivers in the championship, and they know that if they just keep a constant, steady pace and don't make mistakes, other people will. Take the Team Pink 799, for instance. Started 5th, had a decent start and run, was running 4th. All of a sudden, the seas parted. They were 2nd, and after the pit stop, they're in the lead. They are being run down, mind you, by the 29 Ferrari behind at this stage, but even still, I'd rather be the leader most of the time.
Ooh.
And speaking of which, very close indeed up on Radion, going all the way to the grass there a little bit, but it isn't going to be enough as Mark Whitford just has the legs in the Macca to get it done. Defensive line pulling left and then pulling right is Stewie. He's going to overrun the corner as the 777 a little bit. And is that
He's still
all
there?
that Stewie needs? Where is he?
Nope.
He's still there.
Still
You're
there.
right. He's still side by side, but the inside positioning of the hairpin, Stewie's going to have it in the 796. And could this be the pass Yallow's been looking for? It is going to be. Finally, that took 5+ laps. But it finally happened. Stewie, also known as Benjamin Heilman, getting the position. And you know what, boys? That whole fight was clean.